G'day guys, my name's Dave. Today I'm going to show you how you can get a website up and running quickly and easily without any coding knowledge whatsoever. I'm about empowering you, the business owner, getting your website content controlled by you taking charge of your information, your website, and getting your business online and found in the search engines. So let's get started. If you go up to websites here, just go down to hosting. This will take you through to where you will find the hosting that I use. Once you get there, go up into this hosting tab here, press on that, and that'll take you to WPMU Dev's hosting page. Scroll down here to bronze. I'm going to click on the Get Started tab, and then once you come in, you'll come to what's known as the hub, because we're going to keep this simple. There's no coding involved. So here we go. Go up here, press the plus icon up here to bring you to this screen here. We're going to basically create a new site from scratch. And I'm going to time this just so that you can see how long this actually takes. I'm going to put a timer up here that you can see, and I'm going to hit start. Here we are at their page, and let's get started. So let's create a site, create a new site. I'll just mention now that it doesn't really matter what you put here. It's not going to reflect on the final URL of your website. This is just a temporary website URL, like it says here, temporary website URL. So you could quite literally put in whatever you like here, as long as it's not been taken. So if I was to put in something like Sunday, just for example, then it'll go blue. But if for some reason you put in a URL that can't be used or is already taken, then it's going to flag it and say you can't use it. So whatever you want here, it doesn't really matter. It's just a reference to your main site. So for the purpose of this exercise, I'm just going to put in today's date, and that's the 15th of June. And that comes up as being available. So I'll be pressing next on this, and then it will bring up this screen here. So your username or email address, I should say, is going to be placed here. So think of an email that you're using and you're happy to use ongoing on the website, and this can be changed later on. A username could be anything, again, but something that's practical. My advice is to have a username that's not typical and not easily guessed by people who may try to hack your site. Certainly don't use admin or administration as a username. They're prime targets. Password, anything you like. Again, you could probably suggest a new password from here, and you put something in there. That could be just about anything, or you can, it's really up to you. I won't be using this one because, well, you've just seen it, so I'm just going to hit don't use, but you get the general gist of that. Once you've got that sorted out, let's click the save. It'll probably ask you to save it. On Chrome, it's asked me to save it. Server location. Okay, so where do you want your data center? Depending on where you are in the world, could be any one of these locations. You've got East and West United States, United Kingdom, Singapore, Netherlands, Japan, India, Germany, Canada. Straight at the top here, Australia. That'll ask for a payment, and then it's going to pro-rata that as well. So far it's cost $4.89, and you can cancel at any time. So let's just get that started. Temp_url.host is up and running. However, it's going to need to complete. So let's leave that and go across here to something else I want to show you that will really help you with your journey. This is Elegant Themes website, and I'm going to have all these links in the video as well. You may need to create an account, but I've already got one. Once you've created one, do the member login, and it brings you into this here. Elegant Themes provide the Divi theme, and this is an incredibly popular theme that makes building websites seamless, incredibly easy. I like it, and it works for me, and I'd like you to have a look at it, and let's see if it works for you as well. So let's download the Divi theme. Simple as that, just downloads. It's a 9.7 megabyte file. It's not that big, it really isn't. So I've downloaded that file into my downloads folder, but usually what you'll find, the Divi zip file will go into the bin, so you'll need to dig it out from there. I'm going to move it. I'm going to move that and place that into a different folder altogether. So I may even put that into something like the desktop, for instance. Let's just move it across to the desktop. There, so we're still going, we're up to 3 minutes. It's still building it up. So they're making the site for us. They're 37% complete at this stage. I'm just going to leave it. Don't go off the page. Just let that run. And we're going to have a look at this time. We're up to 3 minutes 26 since I initiated this. Okay, so here we are. The site's being created. I'm going to click on that here. Here we are. We're coming into the hosting section for this particular website. I'm going to go in here. I'm going to type in my username just to get into it first. And my password. Remember me. And go in. It's a fairly basic site as it stands. So the next step, what we're going to do is go into themes here. I'm going to click on themes, and it's going to come with a basic theme that, to be honest, I'm not interested in. I'm going to hit add new theme and upload theme. Now remember, before we went and grabbed the Divi theme, so I'm going to drag that over. That's the file I downloaded from the Elegant Themes website, if you recall. So this is Elegant Themes again. If you haven't got it, go and get it. Here we go. Pricing tag, yearly access. These are in US dollars, $89 for a year. If you're really serious about your business, get this one. That's what I used. You don't have to worry about renewing it, and I've used it a lot. It's a fantastic themes builder. So here we are. We've got the Divi. Let's install that. And you can see the timer now is up to 12 minutes. Pretty easy going though. I mean, I've gone and had coffee and haven't really done much. Live preview, activate. Let's go to activate. Activate that theme straight away. Okay, so here we are. I'm gonna not really so much going to customize just yet. What I'd like to do is go into pages. Go into pages. You do have a basic page up and running. I tend to trash these sample pages. I'm just gonna create a new page, add new. And look what happens. Okay, it wants to bring up the Gutenberg editor. I don't actually use Gutenberg. I haven't researched it, and it's not something I'm about to start using. So what I'm going to do here is go into the theme options, across to the builder and advanced. I'm going to enable the classic editor. Enable the last or the latest Divi experience, and I'm going to turn this off, the product tour. Now the updates, of course, this is where you need to get your username and your API. So let's activate that username and API, which is on here, and you need to have an account for that. And I'm going to go in and just click on the API here, and I'm going to put that in. So I'm going to sort of copy, or Command V if you're on a Mac, and I'm going to put my user credentials here. I'm going to save the changes. This enables me to get the updates. Because if you've got an older version of the program or the theme, then it's going to need to be updated. So let's head back across to the pages, and I'm going to add a new page. Let's just call it home. I'm going to use the Divi builder. Start building, because it's a brand new site. It's asking me, oh, do you want to do a tour and do all this sort of stuff? So what I'm going to do is choose a pre-made layout. I'm going to choose the coffee house one here. Why? Well, we like coffee, don't we? So we're going to use this one. Whenever you click on one of these little icons here, you've got the option of so many different designs, and I'll let you scroll through and look at those in your own time. But let's go into the coffee shop one. I'm going to go for the I think the landing page is a great looking one to use, and I'm going to hit use this layout. So that'll import the assets, import the images, any logos or any other information that's relative to that particular layout. The process is actually very simple. So again, no coding. We haven't used any coding yet. So this is the screen that you'll come to when the layout has been imported and it's ready to go. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to save the draft, because I really need to have that saved in case anything goes wrong. And I may even publish it as well, which will do both if you did publish at the same time. The other thing I'd like to do is, once that's loading and saving and doing all of what it needs to do, that basically gives you a foundation to get started with. You haven't really had to think about designing anything. You've got something that's been designed by professionals. You don't have to be a designer. I'm certainly not one of those. And what I'd like to do now is get you into the settings and then the reading tab. So go down to settings and then reading, and go up to here where it says your home page displays a static page. You've created a page called home. So let's just save that. And what I'd like to do is show you your new website. So go up here to where it says, well, yours will say whatever you chose to name it. And let's just go visit site. And hopefully, if everything goes right, you've got a beautifully functioning website with a few tweaks, quite a few tweaks that we need to do. But you've got a foundation there that you can use to build a beautiful website. So that is 17 minutes from start to finish, from when we had no website at all to now that we have something that's functioning and that we can use as a basis to get our design, our business, our website up and running. There is a lot of work to do. It's not as simple as that. However, you've got the foundations and the framework to get started with. If you enjoyed this lesson and you'd like to see more, please hit subscribe. There you go, a website up and running in 17 minutes. I'm sure I could cut it down, but if you've got any questions, please let us know. Awesome. Have a great day.